Alright, so this is Tiblio, and it's an amazing online service that helps you find the best trading opportunities. They have multiple different screeners for credit spreads, bull and bear squeezes with a lot of trading activity, option sweeps to follow large trades and big money moves, and a lot more for your different trading strategies. There's a trading board so you can log all your trades as soon as you enter. You're gonna get real-time alerts sent straight to your phone and get a good idea of your percentage of wins and losses. You're gonna get access to fast market news on any stock, and that's valuable in itself. But the best feature is the community Discord group, where you can exchange trading ideas and get guidance from the Tiblio team. So you can sign up for $34.95 a month. That's less than a tank of gas, but make sure that you sign up with my link and get your first month for 20% off. All right, so make sure you check out Tiblio. If you haven't already tried out Webull, they're giving away more free stocks when you sign up and fund your account with any amount or transfer over. And you'll get $5 worth of any of these coins when you make your first crypto trade worth at least $1. So sign up with my link in the description below. Yep. Black Girl Stocks official merch is now live, so you can either scroll down and click underneath this video, or you can go over to teesprings.com. We have t-shirts, different colors, different sizes, crew necks, sweatshirts, and I got the MACD tee specifically for my fellas. What's up, fellas? Go ahead, get the socks, make an outfit out of it. Get rich, stay rich, everything positive. You already know how we do. So go ahead, check out Black Girl Stocks official merch. Join the Black Girl Stocks Options Trading Discord group for my weekly watch list, trading strategies with entry and exit points for your trades, day trading and swing trading ideas posted throughout the day with AI technology, tips, and a community of over 300 options traders. So click the link in the description below to join today.
Foxtail from the deep.
Are we live? Hold on. I'm so high up here. Hold on. And I forgot to turn this on. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks. And this is our Sunday live chat where we're just going to come and talk about a few different stocks and options that we're looking into for next week. Also, some of what's going on coming up. Okay, we have a few big things coming up next week, and we can review the earnings that we had last week too. So what's up, you guys? All right, what's going on? We have Samstone 4141. What's going on? KNG. Okay, you said SILJ. We'll look at that. I'll write that down. Hold on, let me write that down. That's the first one we'll look at. After we do SPY, looking for your platform. I'm here. We've been here. I'm here. What's going on, Sophia? Been a while, but I'm back. Yes. You said that SILJ is bottoming for a swing trade. Okay, so we'll see. Raphael, where have you been? Yes, we have Kent 3 times. What's going on, Lenora, Frederick? Good evening. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and let's get into something. Oh no, I didn't mean to have all that on here. Hold on. Now I tried to do something different. I don't think it's working. Hold on. Oh Lord. Hold on, you guys. Something is not aligned right. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Okay, while I'm getting this set up, make sure that you guys click that thumbs up button for me. I mean, I guess this is it. Something is just not aligned right. Oh, I'm getting so upset. Wow, hold on. I don't know what it is. I think we can rock with it. Can we rock with it? Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on. Okay, I think that's it. We'll make do. It is what it is. Okay. All right, so you already know what we're going to do. For the stocks that you guys want to talk about, make sure that you leave them in the comments below. So just leave the ticker symbol for the stock. And also if you have an option contract with the complete series, so that means if you have the strike price, the expiration date, call / put, then we'll talk about it. And you already know we have earnings report coming up next week. So we're going to be looking at earnings and a few other things. But before we get into it, let's just take a look at SPY. We usually always start with one of the larger ETF indices. Oh, hold on. Oh, Lena's in here. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you guys could even hear me because my microphone was not on. Lord have mercy. What's going on, Lena? Samsung wants to look at XOM. Sunrun, can we look at when? I know you did an option trade for it. Pfizer has an earnings coming up. Oh my God. Tesla call. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. So just looking at where we are right now, we always start with the SPY. You can already see we've been in a downtrend. Every time we have a pull up, all of the news articles say, have we reached the bottom? Have we reached the bottom yet? Child, we're still in a downtrend. I wouldn't consider us moving out of this long-term downtrend since we've been in it the top of the year around December until we probably reached about 400 on the SPY. So we still have the same Fibonacci levels that we've been using for the last couple of weeks. And you can see that it's been following it beautifully. Okay, so right now where we are, we had, that rally last week. I mean, it was crazy on Friday. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys had anything, but the puts were not where it was. So just looking at SPY on the daily chart, we're right here, kind of moving up to the 393. So I remember last time we've been coasting around that 374. Okay. So we've officially passed above that. And now the next, resistance level is going to be around 393. So going into next week for SPY, I really want to see what's going on. Now I moved into the 4-hour chart. RSI is looking a little bit high up there. So, it's up there around 68. And we're reaching this resistance point. We did cross above our 50 and 200 period moving average. So, that's a good sign. But I want to see how it reacts to this 393. Going into this week. So you see after hours we moved up another $1 to 390. So let's change to the Heikin-Ashi real quick, just see the strength of the trend. Yeah, it still looks a little strong. It still looks strong. So yeah, we'll really need to see what happens going into next week, really around this level, and move into the hourly chart. It looks a little light towards the end of the day, but we'll see. Overall, though, for me, I still like to move in the direction of the overall trend. And we can see that we've been in a downtrend. So, but of course, you can still do short-term moves and get value from these short-term plays. So that's just a look at SPY. So let's get into some things. I said the first thing that we're going to do is SILJ. So let me pin this. Let me get this. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, so this is SILJ. So you said that it's bottoming. So you're looking for a swing. Okay. I mean, so looking at it from the daily chart, we can kind of see that it's been in a downtrend. We've been trading below our 200 period moving average, and we've been coasting the 50 period moving average. So you can kind of see, it's really been trending that. It's been moving pretty close though to the 50. And hold on, let me draw a little fib here real quick. Let me see. I love my fib lines, you guys. Okay. I just feel like it just gives a little extra. It just gives a little extra. Now with the fib lines on here, and I guess you can kind of call it a little cheat code. I don't mind. I used to cheat in college. Oh. Okay, now let me just give a little context on that. So this was in my last year of college, and these were all upper level chemistry classes. Physical chemistry 1 and 2, inorganic chemistry 1 and 2. I had qualitative analysis. I had a lot of upper level chemistry classes. I wasn't about to do a lot. So everybody was cheating. Anyways, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I hope nobody, I might edit this out. All right, so yeah, anyways, you can see how we've been moving around this 9.79. Okay, so this is kind of around that 23% fib level, very important level. So we've been coasting that. What I want to see going into next week, and then just kind of looking at this little pattern that we've had with the RSI indicator, I kind of like to use those patterns. Let me see. I really don't know. I mean, I want to be bearish on the stock because I always like to go in the direction of the overall trend, but we have to go with what we have. So, I mean, it's really been coasting this 9.79. It's not looking too strong to me. Even if even if we did see a pull up to that 9.79, I need to see a breakout. I would need to see it break out of the 9.79 before I did anything long-term bullish on this, because I'm more of a swing trader. I'm trying to move out of the day trades. So that's why I always start with the daily chart. So for a bullish move, moving out of this downtrend, it would need to move above this 9.79. Otherwise, going into the rest of the week, okay, wow. So for me, if I see across, now this is on the 4-hour chart, if I see across below that 918, that would kind of be an indication. Of course, we've crossed below, majority of the price action on Friday, but that'll also be across, that'll also be across below our super trend indicator. So, that's going to be around that 918, 200 period moving average, super trend indicator crossing below those. So it's definitely giving a continuation of that bearish trend. So I'm always going to want to, like I said, always going to want to go in the direction of the overall trend. But of course you can get profit on some pullbacks. So that's that for SILJ. That's kind of where I would be going into next week. So yeah, if we cross below that 918, I would be bearish. And then if I was going to be bullish, I would really need to see it cross above that 979. Okay, so it has a few cents to move for me. Okay, I saw another one that I like on here. It's been a while, but I'm back to. What's going on, Kent? Thank you, No One Left Behind. I've been seeing you left some comments recently. Thank you, No One Left Behind, for your super chat. Okay, let's look at XOM. They had an earnings on Friday. Hold on. Did they do anything? See, this is the only thing. I might need to message Webull. They need to do something, because when we click on this earnings here, it needs to tell me, hold on, I might be tripping. Yeah, we need a little bit more. I would like to see what the estimated earnings report was and what they actually reported. This doesn't give me enough, so I don't know. But, hold on, I'm all over the place today. So let me take off these fib lines that I already drew. And let me do something else. Let me see, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I don't like that. I don't like hold on. See, this is live. It's not really giving me a lot. The fib, drawing fibs when we're at a high, it's kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I don't want to assume that it's going to retrace and drop, but I mean, we are in the daily chart. The RSI does look a little bit high, and it could have a little bit of a pullback. But I mean, it's been in a pretty strong uptrend. Oh no, I didn't pin this. Hold on. Shoot. I mean, Exxon and all of the gas stocks, I mean, they've been doing pretty well. It's been in a pretty strong uptrend. So let's just start from there. It's been in a strong uptrend. Okay, we've seen higher highs and higher lows. Right now, though, you know, we're kind of at a high period. Just looking here, you know, moving average looks amazing. The slopes are positive. And RSI looks a little bit high to me though. So honestly, I don't know. I really want to anticipate a slight pullback because we have reached, you know, we're at a high point. So right now, honestly, I really want to anticipate a cute little pullback, and I would like to see a pullback to the 104 because we're at this peak, and I kind of switched it to the Heikin-Ashi candles just to kind of get an idea of the move, but it's in a continuous uptrend. So for me, going into next week, if I was going to look for a continuation in that uptrend, I would need to see, honestly, for me, I really need to see a move above the 112. Okay, because the peak that we have is around 111. So once you kind of started to see movement, continuation of that movement above the 112, then that would be a good indication to me. But right now I'm really getting into reversal trading. So I feel like in my head, I'm always looking for reversals. So for me, if I was looking for a cute little pullback right here, I'm going to look for a cross in my EMA lines right here. So this is on the 1 hour chart. And I would want to see a cross here. So the white line, that's the 5, and the orange, that's the 10. So short, long. I want to see a cross there. So if that happened, it would probably be around 110, lower 110. So we're at 110.70. So I'll probably say just about like 110 flat. That would probably be my entry for a bearish position, just a little pullback. But for a continuation, like I said, it will probably be a cross above that 112. But it's been in a continuous uptrend. I really just, I like to anticipate a little pullback, but yeah, this is not going off of anything fundamental because I know they had an earnings on Friday, but I wasn't really paying a lot of attention. I had some doctor's appointments and stuff. So, let me look at the news real quick. Another big quarter for big oil. More political backlash. Barron's top weekend stock picks: Tesla, Apple, Visa. And I literally just saw an article on Visa. So just going into next week, make sure you guys keep an eye on a few stocks. Visa is one of those stocks that's at a bottom right now. Actually, let's look at Visa real quick. Hold on, because somebody very important to me works at Visa. Damn. Oops. Sorry. What happened with Visa? This month, Visa has been doing very well. And I know a lot of bank stocks have kind of been a little low. So if you look, the bank sector was one of the worst sectors last week. But Visa seems to be doing its thing. And it's right at a resistance point. So this might be a good bearish opportunity because the RSI looks extremely high. And, you know, just kind of looking at Visa, we have some, you know, decent overbought, oversold levels, support and resistance, whatever you want to call it, range trading. There's so many different names, but I mean, all in all, it looks like we've reached up to a certain point around that 216, 210, 216 area, and we find resistance there. And that's also where the 200 period moving average is. So going into next week, if you're looking at Visa, I might want to be looking at the puts. Okay. So let's look at some more Sunrun. What? I haven't heard of that. Let's look at Sunrun. And make sure you guys click that thumbs up button for me too. Oh, okay, this is Run. I know somebody named Run. Shouts out to him. Okay, so looking at run, you can obviously see we've been in a downtrend with this stock. So when did this start? Oops. Okay, a lot of the stocks have been in a downtrend since the top of the year. So this has been kind of dropping, coasting the 200 period moving average, using it as a resistance. Now where we are, the RSI is a little bit low. Now this is all just technical patterns and things like that, not looking at the fundamentals. Wow. Okay, I didn't even mean to do that, but just going off of what we talk about pretty much in every live, the triple screen trading method, we're gonna start with the daily chart, look for the trend. We see it's a downtrend, so we're gonna go for the 4-hour chart a little bit closer, and that's where we're gonna find our entry positions and things like that. So we're kind of just looking for a pullback. So if we saw a downtrend on the daily chart, we're gonna look for a pull upwards on the 4-hour chart, and it looks like we had that. All right, so it looks like we had a slight pull upwards last week. When did this start? From the 25th, October 25th. All last week, honey, she was in her feelings, in her bag. Okay, she had her pull up to the 50 period moving average, actually above that, and this is on the 40 period moving average, but the RSI looks a little bit high to me. And one thing that I like to see is I like to see a move up to that upper RSI indicator, and then you kind of like to see a move down. So we want to see that it reached that peak, and then we want to wait for it to kind of slide down a little bit. So for me, I would love to see a continuation of that downtrend. You know, nothing negative to the company, but it is what it is. I would want to see a downtrend, and for me, excuse me. Oh man, I bet y'all heard that, because you say you can hear me swallow and stuff with this mic. I guess that means it was a good investment. But yeah, so for me, I would want to see a move below the 50 period moving average. And so this is on the 4-hour chart. So that's going to be around $21 flat. So we closed at $21.90. After hours, we moved a little bit lower to $21.70. So that's something that I would want to see going into next week. Actually, you don't even have to see that. When we move into the 1-hour chart, it would actually be a little bit closer, 21. Savage. So that's something that I would want to see for a run going into next week, a continuation of that downtrend. And so I would want to wait for it to move to probably about 21.20 before I got into a put. Okay. So it looks like we have over 100 people in here, 59 likes. I don't think so. No, ma'am. All right, I need for you guys to click that thumbs up button for your girl. What's going on, Lenora? So you said look at when. I haven't talked about Wendy's. When did I talk about Wendy's? It's been a while. But I love Wendy's. Shouts out to them. Now, I know they probably get annoyed because every time I come up to the window, like, I didn't know that they changed the 4 for $4 to something else. They're trying to get some more money. They changed it to the Big 5 or something like that. And they always have an attitude. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I get my junior bacon cheeseburger with the spicy nuggets and my strawberry lemonade. I know they get so, I know that's annoying, but that's all I want. I don't want anything else from Wendy's. Like, they broke the mold with that 4 for $4. It has to have the chicken nuggets. Anyways. All right, so Wendy's is doing, they look like they're doing okay. I really can't say uptrend or downtrend. They had a little dip right there, so I guess you can say slight downtrend right now, but it seems like it's been coasting a little bit. So let's zoom in. Wendy's coasts a lot. It's a large chain, so we're really not going to see a lot of fluctuation in these larger chains, and that's something that I realized when I had leap options on what was it, Walmart. Like it moved a little bit, but it didn't really do a lot. You know, these large food chains and supermarket chains, they're good for long-term investments, but I don't know. Anyways, so just kind of looking at this where we are, I would kind of want to look for this for a possible breakout trade, but the only reason I wouldn't, I would love to see where we are right now with the RSI a little bit lower. So because of the fact that the RSI is kind of up here around 60, moving into the 70s, I really want to see, are we going to have a potential breakout right here? Okay. So we've had some resistance around that 21.52. You can see we traded there for a while in August. Okay, had a little dip and we're kind of back in that place. So I want to see going into the rest of, not really, I can't say the rest of the month. Tomorrow's Halloween, so happy pre-Halloween to everybody. But going into, I guess, the rest of the, not year because that's too much, but just kind of going into the rest of the next couple of weeks, I want to see if Wendy's can continue this uptrend. And if we pass above that 21.70, if we pass above that 21 and go into 22, then that's a great bullish indication for Wendy's. And even just looking, this is on the 4-hour chart, looking at that bar close on Friday, it's giving me, what is that? Dragonfly doji. Okay, so that is giving me bullish moves going into next week. I mean, just that candle close, it looks very bullish. And like I said, if we cross above that 21, that's a good sign. It's a really good sign. So yeah, that's how I feel about Wendy's. And I love Wendy's. Shouts out to them. Okay. I haven't been looking at the comments too much. Hey, I want to learn. Do you have a class? It's coming. Like, I want to, because I know a lot of people, they say they have their courses and all this other stuff. It's a lot of money. I really don't want to charge a lot. I just want to get really good information out, and I want it to be everything that you need. So it's coming. Okay. Options 101. It's coming. It'll be on Udemy. Okay. Ooh, really? Is that where you want to go? Okay, Devontae, let's go. Let's see. I don't know. I love the name Devontae. It's something about Devontae to me. I love Devontae. Shouts out to Devontae. Okay, so let's look at Netflix. So they just had their earnings, and it went pretty well. So we had a slight little move up. We have crossed above our 200 period moving average, but I really want to see what's going to happen with this because I'm not getting too excited. I like to look at the daily chart. We can see that our RSI is a little bit high here, but if you were going to compare this RSI peak to the recent peak, these are the type of things that I like to see. Okay, this RSI peaked here and the price is around 309. The last peak was around 254. So it looks cute for Netflix as far as the relative strength. Okay, but just short term going into, so long term it looks okay. You know, they said they've added the subscription tiers and with the ads, and now they're giving you options to share your account. So it sounds like they're really going to cut down on all that sharing accounts and stuff. I know I have my best friend's Disney Plus account right now. I'm not paying for that. So let me see. Let's draw a fib really quick on the 4-hour, and then what did I just do? Oops. Okay. I don't know what I just did. Is this still Netflix? Okay. I don't know what I just did. I did it again. Okay, that's fine. So it's always interesting when we're really near that high, but you can kind of see here. So we reached that 305, had a little bit of a pullback. So we're in between two key levels. Keep your eye on this. We're in between that 305 and that 283. Wow. And we've been coasting that 50. So we moved to the 1 hour chart. We've been coasting that 50 period moving average like peanut butter. Okay. I still really want to be bullish going into next week but just be careful. I didn't even talk about what we have going on next week because we've been going into this, but I still want to be bullish going into next week with Netflix. The only thing I need to see is and this is on the 1 hour. I really just kind of want to see a price move above a high point that we had on Friday. And it kind of dropped from Thursday to Friday. So this is a wick. But still, it'll probably be around that 300, 301. So we closed at 395. After hours, we moved up a little bit to 296. So that's what I would need to see for a bullish move. I need to see a move above that 300. But for bearish, and then I love this because look at how low the RSI indicator is on this, the 1 hour chart. It looks a little low. MACD looks really cute. Looks like it might be ready to have a little bullish crossover. So we'll see. With Netflix. So I think Netflix overall, I think they have a decent outlook. They added the ads, and revenue wise, they look like they're standing to do okay. So we'll see what happens with Netflix. But I'll still never forget that drop that they had not that long ago. I mean, that was ridiculous. Netflix has some drops. 350 all the way down to 2. Wow. Okay, so let's see. Oh, and you actually had, okay, you said you're bearish on Netflix. So, okay, you're anticipating it continuing that overall trend. Let me see. So you said November 18th for the puts. Okay, like I said, for me, I want to see if this momentum kind of slows down a little bit, I at least need to see a move below these previous bars that we had on Thursday and Friday. So they'll probably be around 292. We didn't close too far from that, honestly. So we did close in the middle. So I would need to see a move below that. And our potential profit target for that the first level would be around 283 and the next one would be 269. So that's what I really like about the fib levels. But yeah, as far as the entry for bears, I need to see a move below that super trend indicator. So that's going to be around 292. But even better to me would be like 290. And let's look at the actual contract. So you said November 18th. So it gives us a little bit of room. What's going on, Jay? Hey, Jay. I thought I saw, okay, 350. Okay. Ooh, you're way in the money. Okay. Do you have this? Do you have this? Are you doing it? Are you buying that 5? Or are you doing a debit spread? I want to know. But for me, even though it's severely in the money, the volume is really low. The open interest is really low. So, I mean, as far as me getting that position, that wouldn't be the option contract that I go to. But if you are planning on buying this, that's my dog. If you are planning on buying this and possibly, exercising it and getting those shares, then that would be good because it's so in the money. But for me, if I was going to get a contract, I would probably be looking at this 300, even though it's still a little high with the 1600 premium. I like that the open interest is at 6.6. It does have a lower delta, but this is just me. If I was going to do a quick little swing trade, like I said, I wouldn't pay 5,000 for this. Even with the delta at 99, I wouldn't do that. Because look, just look. If I did want a delta at 0.90 or even 100, I could get 2 of these. I can get 2 300s, what was it, 16 number 3,000. So this would probably be about 3 if I got 2 of these, and I can get 100% with my delta. So that's still going to be cheaper than that one. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know. Okay, so that's that for Netflix. Now I want to get into some things that are going to be happening going into next week that I want you guys to keep your eyes on. And I have some notes. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back up here. Hold on. Huh? Hold on, y'all. Oh. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so I have these two pictures of him. Every time we talk about Jerome, it's always this picture. He's angry, he's upset, he's yelling. I like this cute picture of him, so this is the one that I want to use. He looks cute right here. Okay, so this is what's going on next week. So what I want you guys to keep in mind is we have more earnings reports coming out next week, and we also have a FOMC meeting, so a Federal Reserve meeting. So the FOMC is going to release its statement on interest rate and monetary policy next week. So the Fed's Bank Policy Making Committee is anticipating to raise the rates by 75 basis points on the November 1st and 2nd meeting. All right. And this is going to be happening on Wednesday. So we'll be having that on Wednesday. And also Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, okay, the handsome gentleman on the screen, he's going to be speaking around 2:30 on Wednesday to give highlights on a wait to see approach for the December meetings. So pretty much we're going to get information on the rest of the meetings throughout the year. So we have about 2 more Federal Reserve meetings. Okay, now, interesting. We have 2 other things going on next week. I want you guys to keep your eye on AMD next week, because AMD, they're going to be live streaming an event on Thursday. So that's November the 4th. And they're going to hold a live stream event with the tagline, "Together We Advance Gaming." Okay, for the gamers out there. And the chip maker plans to unveil the next generation of AMD Radeon graphics and also their new anticipated RDNA 3. So I don't know if you guys are into graphics and gaming and stuff like that, but AMD is probably going to have some cute moves going into this week, probably after Wednesday. The next thing, this is a big one, is for Boeing. Okay, so they're going to have their 2022 investor conference, and it's going to webcast on November 2nd. I probably should have said this one first, but this one is going to be on Wednesday. Okay, so Boeing is going to hold a key investor conference by webcast 1 week after seeing its largest stock loss in a single day since May. So Boeing had a pretty nasty drop. Wow. Okay. Is that the nastiest drop? I've seen nasty drops. Boeing has been nasty dropping for a while. But yeah, so that's something that we can look at going into next week for Boeing. I'm still going to be bearish on them, but they're trying. They're really trying. So recently they reported an earnings miss, and also they cut their 2020 target outlook for deliveries on their 737 MAX single aisle plane. So they were projected to have 400. They dropped it down to 375. So you already know that's going to be a negative look. And at the event there, we are anticipating for more information on Boeing's expectations for 2023 deliveries, as well as giving insight to more long-term concerns for the company. So Boeing, I haven't been hearing good news about them. The only good thing I heard about Boeing was that they finally, delivered some of their planes to American Airlines. But how long are we going to be waiting on this? I'm over them. I'm sorry. I'm over it. So yeah, those are 2 stocks that you can look at next week, AMD and Boeing for their event. And then before I forget, let's go ahead and look at some of the stocks that have earnings reports next week. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been checking with these earnings plays, how these stocks move after earnings. It's been a mess. But next week, Pfizer has their earnings. Okay, so they have their earnings on the 1st. November 1st. What is that, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday before market opens. So they're projected to have an earnings. They've been in a downtrend. Excuse me. And let's just look at how they've reacted previously during earnings. So the last earning drop, this earning here didn't do too much. This earnings here drop. So a lot of times what happens around the earnings, I think, keep in mind the overall trend. We've been in a downtrend in Pfizer. So Pfizer, they have their earnings, and as far as the market maker move, they're implied to move between $1 to $3 during this report. So we'll see what happens with Pfizer. They did just cross above. I mean, this is a golden cross right here on the 4-hour chart. So we'll see what happens. It looks kind of bullish short term. All right, next we have AMD. So we just talked about AMD. They have earnings on Tuesday as well. So keep an eye out for them. They're implied to move between $4 and $6. We're already in a downtrend, so you already know what that means. Next we have Airbnb. Oops. Airbnb has an earning report coming up next week on on Tuesday as well. Yeah, I might as well take this. Hold on. I know you guys hear all this mess out here. That's fine. I'm still probably going to be bearish on Airbnb. I haven't been hearing anything good about Airbnb. My friend and I, we were kind of talking about the idea of possibly starting Airbnbs, but he said they're tacking on extra fees for not only the consumers, so the people booking the Airbnbs, but even being a host is becoming a nightmare. All of the extra fees, it's not looking as lucrative. I would never I don't like Airbnbs. I always get a hotel. I can't. So, oh, okay. Did I look at? What's going on, Brian? Did I say that before, Devontae? I guess Devontae is really a cute name. I love Devontae. Gorgeous name. What's going on from Kansas City? What's going on, Transporter? Did we look at Tesla? Okay, so I think that's pretty much my little tidbit going into next week. So yeah, just keep a lookout on the Federal Reserve meeting, Boeing, AMD. So let's look at Tesla real quick. And make sure you, oh wow, when did we get to 100 likes? Appreciate you guys. I don't even have to say click the like button. I'm cool. So let's look at Tesla. Oh, okay. Now this is still with the Heikin-Ashi candle stick on. So let's turn that off. So, I mean, looking at where we are right now, I don't want to say Tesla's been in a range, but just kind of where we are right now, I can kind of see some cute resistance area around this 190, 200 area. I remember before I was like, man, we moved down to that 190. I remember that. I said, Lord, don't let us go too far below this 200. That's not going to be a cute look for Tesla right now after the stock split. So as far as this pattern goes, looking on the daily chart, it's interesting to kind of see, are we at a bottom in that trend? Look, we're on the daily chart. Check it out. Okay, so keep in mind, each one of these candles is going to represent a full day's worth of data. So when you're really getting into the swing trading and stuff, it really gets you into the, being more patient. Each one of these is a full day's worth of data, and you guys know you can be trading for a day and you see the market literally change directions in the middle of the day. Like, golly. From 9 to 12, 8:30 to 12, we were bullish, and then all of a sudden at the end of the day, shoo. So, you know, when you're swing trading, just move your charts back a little bit, scale back, open up your mind, and get into that. So just kind of looking at this candle close that we had, there's a lot of things happening around this candle close just these past few days, okay? So this is giving me a bullish, hold on, is this a hangman? Sometimes I get my hammer and my hangman confused. It's looking, I don't like the hangman either. That sounds so negative, but that's the name that they gave that little candlestick. It looks bullish to me, okay? It looks bullish, and we also have a crossover on my EMA lines right here. So this is going to be one of my first indications of, you know, continuation in this little uptrend that we've had. So going into the rest of the year, I guess, or the month, whatever. It's looking really tight though. What happened here? Was this the split? I guess it was. Okay. Anytime the stocks do splits, Webull, they need to do something with their charts because it looks very funky and wonky. But yeah, so you can just kind of see, okay, we have this EMA crossover. It's a little bit closer here. So going into the rest of the week, if I was going to be bullish, I want to see a cross above this 230. So we have a couple of dollars to move, you know, just anticipating a continuation of that trend. Yes, Elon bought Twitter. He's a mess. I'm over Elon, and I still want my Tesla. Like, I want my Tesla outside of Elon Musk. It is not about Elon. It's just the sleekness, the beauty of the vehicle, the touch buttons. I love it. Elon himself, he is a mess. So let's look and see. Elon's silly self, as soon as he got Twitter, he went ahead, he fired all the CEOs. So I don't know if you guys remember, this was about last year, I think, when the old Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey, he stepped down. He gave the reins to Parag Agrawal. The new CEO, this man, okay, he seemed like a nice guy. Child, as soon as Elon got in there, honey, he kicked him out. He's out of there. So Thursday night, the CEO, Parag Agrawal, and Twitter's chief financial officer and top lawyer have all been shown the door. So the top lawyer, that was this woman. I don't know anybody's name. I feel so terrible. This is a picture of her right here. I don't want to pull up this video. Somebody talked about it for a minute, but yeah, he fired everybody. The lady that was over, oh, here she is right here. Vijay Gadde. He fired her. And this was the woman that was, you know, she was big on getting Trump blocked on there and all of his hate speech or whatever he talks. I don't follow that man. But all the stuff that he was saying, she got him blocked out of the child. He fired everybody. I'm over Elon. I really want him to focus on the space. He said that what he's doing, he's trying to improve, you know, the world and all this other stuff. Let's just make sure that people use platforms well, and you know, that they speak life into people and not negativity. So yeah, that's just my little spew on that. But getting back into the stocks and stuff, I haven't drawn a fib level. Let's do a little fib real quick. How long have we been on live? Oh my God, we've been on almost an hour. Okay, we're gonna look at 2 more stocks and then we're gonna be done. What's going on, Dread Mike? Where have you been? So let's just do a little fib real quick. See, we're right there. So this is a shorter term fib. So this is just from last week, but you can kind of see we did move up to that 227. It's kind of been using that as a resistance on Friday. It looks like we slightly moved above it. So I really want to see going into the rest of the week, if I'm still going to be bullish, I need to see it stay above this 27. And you know, like I said, probably move above this this super trend indicator right here. I love the super trend on Webull. Make sure you check that out. But it's going to be around 230. So that's what I want to see for Tesla. But if they move below that 227, then I'm going to be bearish next week. Oh, Hammerhead. Yeah. Thank you, Travis. Dread said poison pill didn't work and Elon still wanted to. Elon is getting on my nerves. Okay, Sophia said Airbnb is good out of the country. If I don't trust it here, you think I'm trusting it over there? I know you lying. That's just me. I'm a very sensitive. I guess you could say I'm scary. I don't trust it. Maybe I watched too many scary movies. There was one movie that I watched. It's like it has a 1 and a 2. It's about this strange man. I don't remember the name of the movie. It's like this weird guy with glasses, and he put cameras in the hotels and stuff. Actually, it wasn't a hotel. It was like an Airbnb. I don't do Airbnb. I would have Airbnb as an investment, but I would not have I wouldn't be sleeping my head in there. Twitter needs a purge. I'm over Twitter. He fired everybody. Thank you, Trucker Z. Hey, Trucker Z. Now, I know Trucker Z and I, we might be, like, I might be here with Elon with the Tesla semis, but it's like everything that Elon does personally, like even I love Azalea Banks, okay? I don't know if you guys know, I love Azalea Banks. I'm a music head, and even that whole situation with him and Azalea, I was like, what? How did Elon end up over here with Grimes and Azalea Banks? Anyways, okay, let's do a couple more. The Bills game. Who's the Bills? Let me stay out of it. Oh, and that's another thing we didn't talk about. DraftKings has an earnings coming up. Hold on. Let's look at DraftKings real quick, you guys, and then I'm going to do a couple more requests, and then we're going to wrap it up. The bank, so the two banks need medication. The two lower sections last week were the bank stocks and I don't remember. Lord have mercy. Yeah. But click that like button anyway. So let's look at DraftKings. I remember it was around last year we were just talking about DraftKings. It was doing so well. It was probably around I guess 2021. Maybe it was 2020. I remember we were talking about DraftKings in a very positive light. Yeah, it was probably around 2021. It's just been negative since then. Wow, DraftKings. Oh, that makes sense too. They were also a newer IPO, so that makes sense. So they probably still have some room to grow, but interesting. Looking at the daily chart, I mean, obviously we've been in a downtrend. So I would probably, and it looks like I kind of marked some things up right here. We have lower highs, higher lows. I was expecting a breakout, but that did not happen. Actually, maybe it did. Hold on. So generally, and this is, I'm talking about this on live in my head, when you have these type of patterns like this, I really expect a breakout, but usually you'll probably have a breakout in the direction of the overall trend, and the overall trend was bearish. So that could give some insight to this huge drop here. So yeah, we were kind of collecting that, and it continued in that overall down pattern. But it looks like if we were going to look at DraftKings, we did have a slight pull upwards. This is on the 4-hour chart, but for me, just going back to the triple screen trading method, we already saw on the first screen on the daily chart we were in a downtrend, and when we would want to look for a, the ideal entry point for a downtrend would be a pull up, and it looks like we had a little bit of a pull up on DraftKings. So going into the next week or going into the rest of the year or whatever, probably probably not the rest of the year, but probably the next few days, next couple of weeks, I would want to be bearish on it, just kind of seeing how overbought that RSI is. And for me, the first entry target would be a crossover on the EMA line. So seeing that, it would probably be a price probably around 1430 if I saw a cross below that. And then even better would be a cross below. And if we cross below this, it would be below the 50 period moving average and the super trend indicator. It would be around 1350-ish. So that's a couple of dollars, but that's what I would want to see for DraftKings, continuing in that downtrend that we've been in since about before August. August is when it just, yeah, it's before August. So, all right. Yeah, Pfizer has earnings on Monday, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Check my notes. Yeah, Pfizer has earnings on Monday. So they have their earnings tomorrow before market open. So it's probably going to be around 7, before 7. So we'll see what happens with them. Did I play Amazon? I didn't. Last week, it was a mess. It was really a mess for me. Let me check my chart, my actual stocks really quickly. Hold on, you guys. And let me see if I'm holding anything over the weekend, because it was a mess. That's my long-term account. Hold on, let me switch. Short term, what do I have open? What? I have all this open still? Lord have mercy. I was tripping last week. I still have puts open for Nvidia, Meta, SPY. So I held those open over the weekend. I'm just still bearish. So we'll see what happens. I mean, even after this huge drop on Meta, that MACD looks like it's kind of cooling off though. So we'll see. Okay, hey. All right, we'll do, damn, y'all throwing out a lot. Okay, let's look at 2 more. I kind of looked at Amazon briefly, but not for real. So we'll look at Amazon, and then the last one is, I saw one that I liked. Where is it? Okay, Walmart. Market makers are destroying puts. It's a mess. So yeah, just looking at Amazon, you can kind of see we already had some fib lines drawn here. I didn't know that you can do this. Oh, look, you guys. So I've been, yeah, you could just, okay, fine. But yeah, so we can use the fib lines that we were already using. So you can see we were range trading in between that 118 and 212 level for a while. So we were trading in between there since November, and we finally broke below that 112, but it was a very strong drop. Very strong, very strong. This is around their earnings. So what I would want to see going into next week, the RSI is a little bit low. In a perfect world, we would love to see it move back up to that 112, but I want to see how strong the momentum is. I probably still would want to be bearish just going into next week. I mean, we have Federal Reserve information coming out next week. We have more earnings. So I mean, unless they say they're going to do a 50-point increase versus a 75, I don't think that the Federal Reserve is going to say anything we want to hear. So I'll probably continue to be bearish going into next week. We'll see. So yeah, I mean, I still want to go in the direction of the overall trend. Oh, look at this gap though. I wonder if it's going to fill this gap. Wow. I don't know if any of you guys are into the gap trading and stuff like that. I'm fairly new, so I don't know a lot about the gaps, but I do see that there is this huge gap here, and traditionally gaps fill. So we'll see what happens with Amazon. Is it going to fill this gap going into next week? So if it did, then that would be a move up to the 112. This is from Sophia. Strike dates. Market is going to make Powell look like, ooh, Lord. YouTube did, I'm going to press show. YouTube tried to block this comment. Market is going to make Powell look like a pussycat. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me read this. Sophia said strike dates for calls. So you're bullish on Pfizer. Both have high open interest. They have earnings coming up. They beat their last 6 earning expectations, and the November/December seasonality chart is through the roof. We kind of looked at Pfizer, but let's go back because you put all this on there. That makes me interested. But the last one is going to be Walmart. So yeah, you guys, Pfizer has an earnings tomorrow. They have a very interesting pattern right now. It looks like boom, shoo, shoo, boom, shoo, shoo, boom, shoo, shoo, boom. That's not, I know that's not technical, like that's not stock chart, boom, but no, I'm just really looking at this price action. So, you know, they have continued to beat their earnings. You know, they have a lot of boosters that they have coming out. So Pfizer, they might be cute for their earnings report tomorrow. And they report in the morning, I think. Oops. Yeah, before market open. Okay, and ABNB, they beat their earnings estimate. So I don't know, I feel like Pfizer, they might do cute tomorrow. So just keep your eye out on them. Just know they have their earnings tomorrow. So if you're gonna do anything, I mean, if you didn't want to get into the calls and the puts, you can do a straddle, strangle, or you can do a credit spread, iron condor, or something like that. I would probably want to do a credit spread. I haven't really gotten into the wheel strategy yet. So not to say I haven't, it's just I haven't taken the time to really learn the wheel strategy. I know they talk about it a lot on Tiblio's Discord. They talk about wheels and stuff like that, but I just, but hey, you know, this is a long game. So we have strangles, straddles, all these upper level option strategies that really give you a higher probability of success versus just calls and puts. A lot of people, they really don't want to get into that, but it's the truth. Credit spreads they have a higher probability of success versus just calls and puts. Okay, let's look at Walmart. And then I'm gonna let you guys go for tonight. Actually, I need to go to Walmart tonight too. I need to get some more water. I need some more vitamins. Okay, so just kind of looking at Walmart long term, I'm not gonna say they're in an uptrend. They've been neutral in my, I guess, semi uptrend / neutral, but recently after that huge drop that we had, I mean, it was awful. I remember that. We had that back in May. We're starting to see some rebound from that. We have crossed above our 50 and our 200 period. Oh my God. Excuse me, guys. I'm tired. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I've been working a lot. I'm just tired. But we have moved above our 50 and 200 period moving average. So, blocked. I don't even know how these people get on here. That's silly stuff. Okay. But yeah, we have moved above our 50 and our 200 period moving average. So short term is looking very bullish to me. Okay. Let's draw a fib though. I don't want to use that. I'm going to use this information right here. Let's draw a little fib real quick. It's right there. So just going into the rest of the next couple of weeks, you can kind of see this is on the daily chart. Our RSI is a little bit up there. It's a little bit high. So for me, I want to anticipate a short-term pullback. So for me, and then just kind of seeing it, yeah, I don't know, I want to see, look at these dojis. They have some doji candles on kind of towards the end of the day on Friday. So I want to see, is this a possible introduction to a reversal? It's showing some uncertainty after that very prominent bullish candle. So I don't know, we'll see. But you know, we can kind of see that's a pattern here, a little side trade. Yeah, we're really gonna have to see what happens with Walmart around this 142. So if it crosses above that 142 and it continues with strong volume, then it's a possibility that it's gonna continue moving upwards. But I kind of want to see a little rebound, at least a pullback to maybe 140 or 137, just to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of a relief. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's in an uptrend. So you could either look for the continuation in that trend, or you can look for a pullback. And I like to look for a pullback. So bot alert. Are you bullish on SPY at open? Let's go back to SPY real quick. Okay, so that Walmart's, that's going to be the last one for tonight. But let's just go back to SPY really quickly and see, it's the same. Am I bullish or bearish? I don't know. I need to see. Every time we're at, so here's the thing. I'm kind of getting in a place where I like to get into trades when they have a certain setup, and this doesn't have the setup that I'm really looking for right now. I mean, so you can see, okay, long term we've been in a downtrend. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong, okay, yeah, long term we've been in a downtrend, and I want to look for a pull up in the stock chart because I'm looking for a potential reversal. So that's where we are right now. RSI is extremely high for the downtrend. So for me, I want to be bullish, just going in the direction of the overall trend. So you can kind of see right here, we have our fib levels, and we're right here at a, you know, this was a previous support point. So I want to see, are we going to use this as a resistance again? This 393, because we surpassed that 374 that we've been coasting for a couple of weeks now. So honestly, I really want to see, I want to be bearish. So let's see how we go into next week. If it crosses above that 393, it's done. It's bullish, bull trend. But if it gets a little weak right here and we rebound, we're definitely coming back to that 374. That's probably a guarantee. And then it'll probably just trade in between here for a little while before we move out of this range. So for me, I want to be I want to be bearish, just anticipating a reversal or a pullback. But, you know, the RSI is high too. So we just have to wait and see, really. I like to wait and see. I have a watch list. You make your watch list. It doesn't always get filled, and that's okay. But the thing that I do like is, okay, if you have a certain way that you're going to trade, so if you're only looking for breakouts or pullbacks and it doesn't meet that criteria, then your likelihood of being successful is a little bit higher. So that's why I'm kind of getting into trading like that. The Buffett indicator is at, what's the Buffett indicator? The Buffett indicator is at 158. I've never heard of that. Zillow, please, earnings coming up. Housing market is in the dumps. Okay. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and we're going to close it for this. We've been on for like almost an hour, over an hour. Okay, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. So just keep these stocks in mind for next week. You know, check those key levels and just kind of see how the stocks trade around there. And then I feel like it's easier to make a prediction on where, you know, you can take the stock. So, yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. So Zillow was a joke. I like Zillow. I like to drive through, you know, nice homes, and I like to use Zillow to look at the price. But as far as their company and what they have going on, I don't know. All right, you guys, so I love you. I'll see you on the next video, and have a good week. Be safe. Bye.